morning. This week, we're going to do just one video for all of our assignments from this week. If you get to a point where you want to stop, just pause the video and come back later. We're going to start by doing some practice subtraction problems. From there, we're going to go into social studies. We're going to end with English language arts. And last, I'm going to send you a link for you to take a practice quiz, to take a subtraction quiz through a game or website called Kahoot. It's a very short quiz, and it took most of your friends just about 2 to 3 minutes to complete it. You'll have until Monday at noon to take the quiz. All right, let's get started. Tell me, how many owls do you see all together in this picture? Oh. How many owls do you see all together in this picture? There are 4 owls in all. How many owls are flying away? That's right, 1 owl is flying away. So the problem, if we were to write it out using numbers, the problem would be 4 take away or minus 1 equals, how many owls are left? 3. So our problem reads as 4 take away or minus 1 equals 3. Go ahead and write that down. 4 minus 1 equals 3. Let's look at another problem. For number 2, I want you to count all the counters that you see. Now for this problem, you don't need to write it down. So go ahead and put your pencil, pen, or marker down. Count all the counters that you see. How many counters are there altogether? That's right, there's 9. We are going to take away the yellow counters. We're going to take away the yellow counters. How many yellow counters are there? How many are we taking away? We're taking away 5. So our problem will read as 9 minus 5. We take away 5 counters. How many are left? 9 minus 5 equals 4. Great job. Now the last problem we're going to do on this page is right here. Please read the subtraction problem that you see out loud. 5 minus 2 equals, If you're not sure, you can always draw a picture to help you solve. So if we were to draw a picture, maybe we want to use circles. How many circles do you need to draw to start? You need to draw 5 because that is our starting number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many are we taking away? That's right, we're taking away 2. If we take away 2, how many do we have left? That's your answer. Five minus 2 equals 3. Go ahead and write that down. Five minus 2 equals 3. Beautiful. Now we're ready to move on to the next page. We're going to look at number 5. It's the purple butterfly. How many birds do you see under number 5 to start? How many birds do you see to start? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 birds pictured here. So our starting number is 7. How many are we taking away? Look at the amount crossed out. That's how you know how many are being taken away. there are 3 being taken away. So go ahead and write that problem down. 7 minus 3. After you take 3 away, how many are left? 7 minus 3 equals 4. Go ahead and write that entire problem down. 7 minus 3 equals 4. Beautiful. Now the last problem we're going to do is going to be a refresher from things we've learned before. I want you to take a look at the cube shown next to the number 7 in the pink heart. What do you notice about these cubes? They're being put together. When we put things together, what are we doing? We're adding them. To add things means to put together. So let's see how many red cubes we're putting with how many blue cubes, and then see what we have all together. Remember that we use the plus sign to symbolize putting things together. So please go ahead and count. How many red? Write that number down. That will be your first addend. How many blue? Write that number down. That will be your second addend. And then count how many you have all together. Go for it. And we'll review the answer in just a moment. All right, so you see that there's 3 red ones, and we're putting 7 blue ones with that. And all together, we get 10. So your equation should read as 3 plus 7 equals 10. Do you see that as an option here? 3 plus 7 equals 10? Yes, it's the last option. But this question actually has 2 answers. You can also write the equation as 10 equals 3 plus 7. That's also true. So your answers are the middle one and the last one. Great job. Now we're going to pause on the subtraction on the math problems, and we are going to actually transition to social studies. Now, last week and this week in social studies, we've been learning all about consumers and producers and what those words mean and who those people are. We began that conversation by discussing wants and needs. Remember that a need is something that you have to have in order to survive. And needs include things like water, food, air, shelter, clothes, and things like that. It's what you have to have in order to survive. Now, want is things that you like to have or you enjoy having, but you don't need them in order to live. So what we're first going to do is I'm going to show you the screen, and I'm going to ask you to tell me whether each item is a need or a want. After that, we are going to write a sentence saying my favorite need is and my favorite want is. I want you to sound out the words that you want to write in the sentence. But we'll look at that once we get there. So let's start by looking at the pictures of different items. Right, now you should be able to see my screen. The first picture we have is a picture of salad. Is salad a need or a want? Salad is a need because salad is food, and you need food in order to nourish your body. Great job. Next is a picture of a cell phone. Is a cell phone a want or a need? A cell phone is a want. We enjoy being able to communicate with other people and do things on our phones like play games or use different apps, but we don't need that to survive. What about the next picture? It's a picture of a house. Is a house a want or a need? A house is a need. You need somewhere to go home to and to live at and be safe. Now we're looking down here. Down here you see a boat. Is a boat a want or a need? That's right. A boat is a want. Next we have a swing set. Is a swing set a want or a need? A swing set is a want. And last but not least, we have a picture of clothing. Is clothing a want or a need? Clothing is a need. You need clothes to protect your body. So now we're going to move on and we're going to write our very own sentences. I want you to look at the first word. M-Y. What sight word have we learned this year that starts with M-Y? My. My. The first word is my. Then we see F. We know F makes the F sound. We see A and O. So these are both vowels. So we know the first one says its name and the second one says nothing. So A, Fay. V makes the V sound. Fave. Fave. Knowing that, what do you think this word might be? Knowing that so far it says a v, fave, what do you think this word might be? What word begins with fave? My fave. Favorite. The word favorite begins with fave. Great job. My favorite. E, d. Need. My favorite need is. My favorite need is. I want you to write your own sentence saying my favorite need is, and you write whatever your favorite need is. It might be food, it might be clothing, it might be shelter or a house, it might be air. You write whatever your favorite need is. My favorite need is. Remember that sentences always start with a capital letter, just like it does right there. And sentences end with a period or an ending mark called a period. And a period just shows that your thought is complete. I'm going to share with you what my favorite need is. My favorite need is water. What's your favorite need? Write your sentence, and when you're all done with the video today, you can send a picture of your work through your student account on Ed Network, or have your parents send it to me through Dojo. Now, if you're not done writing your first sentence, you can pause the video here until you're done. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next one. We knew that up here it read, my favorite need is So now we're going to look at what this one says. My favorite. This word begins with a w, w, w. Can you think of a word we've been talking about that begins with w? My favorite w. Want. My favorite want is. So now you're going to write a sentence beginning with a capital letter and ending with the ending mark of a period that says, my favorite want is. For you, this could be things like different toys that you have. It could be maybe a gaming system you use, or maybe a tablet. It could also be things like candy or dessert. So those are all examples of different wants you may have. I'm going to share my favorite want with you. My favorite want is new clothes. What's your favorite want? If you're not finished writing, you could pause the video here and keep working. When you're all done, make sure to send a picture of your work through your student account on EdNetwork. Now that we've talked about what needs and wants are, let's talk about how we get the things we need and how we get the things we want. Look at this picture. What is the lady doing? She's using money. You can use money to buy things. People work to earn money to buy things they need or want. When you buy something, you are a consumer. When you buy something, you are a consumer. What is a consumer? Someone who buys something. So tell me, when you buy something, you become a producer, consumer, happy person, or seller. The right answer is consumer. Great job. Consumers are people who pay for goods and services. Remember that goods are things that are made for people to use. So for example, whatever you're watching this video on right now is a good. Whatever you're sitting in right now is a good. Whatever you use to put your food on or drink your drink with. Cups, plates, bowls, those are all goods. Whatever you're wearing on your body right now is a good. Clothes are goods. Goods are things that are made for people to use. Can you think of any examples of a good? Excuse me. Books, food, toys, and clothes are all goods. So when a consumer pays for a good, or when a person pays for a good, they become a consumer. Consumers also might purchase services. A service is work or a duty that someone does for another person. If your parents pay someone to mow the lawn or wash the car, those things are services. If you've ever gone to a salon or a barber to get your hair cut, that person's doing you a service. Last week we talked about how especially right now when we're not really leaving our houses, if you order food, the restaurant is doing you a service by making the food. And then the person who brings it to you is doing you a service by bringing you the food. We also talked about how you can order groceries online. That's a service. So there's tons and tons of examples of services out there. If a person pays for a good or service, they are a consumer. But where do the things that we need or want come from? Some things we need and want are made by people. The people who make things for other people to buy are called producers. Can you say producer? Producer. A producer is someone who makes things for other people to buy. What is this man producing? What is that? That's a pot. He's making a clay pot. He's using a natural resource, clay, that comes from the earth, to make a pot for somebody to buy. So he's a producer. What are the people who make the things we want called? Are they called consumers, officials, producers, or creators? They're called producers. That wraps up our discussion on consumers and producers for this week. Now we're ready to move on to English language arts. For English language arts, we're going to have the computer read a story, and then we're going to talk about what happened in the story. So make sure you pay attention. The story we're going to read today is called What's the Big Idea, Molly?
What's the Big Idea, Molly? By Valerie Gorbachev.
Hopefully you can hear it.
Molly put down her notebook. It was not a good day for ideas. Molly had been trying to write a poem all morning. She loved beautiful words, but she just couldn't find an idea. Now all her friends had come to Molly's house. Tomorrow was Turtle's birthday, but no one could come up with an idea for a gift for Turtle either. Molly put her pencil down.
What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Turtle's birthday. What do the friends need to do? They need to come up with a gift idea for Turtle. Let's see what they come up with.
I know, Rabbit said. A nice picture is a great birthday gift. I will draw a picture of a flower for Turtle. I like it, said Goose. I will draw a picture of a flower for Turtle, too. Frog jumped right off the couch. Me too. I love to draw flowers. And me, said Pig. Flowers are my favorite things to draw. No, said Molly. Drawing is a good idea, and I like to draw too. But we can't give Turtle 5 pictures of a flower. We need to think. I think of my best ideas when I run, said Rabbit, walking out of the house. I think best when I am fishing, Goose said, following him. I get my best ideas down by the pond, Frog said. Mine come to me under the willow tree, said Pig. I'll be back soon. I am staying here, said Molly. My best ideas come to me right here, when they come to me at all, that is. And she sat down on the porch. Maybe she'd do better thinking up a gift for Turtle than she did thinking up a poem. Meantime, Rabbit ran and ran and ran until he got the perfect new idea of what to draw for Turtle's birthday. Frog hopped to the pond and plopped in. He swam and swam until he got a great idea of what to draw for Turtle's birthday. Pig went right to the willow tree, and she took a nap. That's how she got her best ideas. When she woke up, She knew just what to draw. When all the friends ran to Molly's house with their new ideas, Molly still had no idea at all. "What ideas did you come up with?" she asked, a bit grumpy.
What do you think, or what do you predict were the ideas that the friends came up with? What do you think Pig is going to do? What do you think Rabbit is going to do? What about Goose? And what about Toad? Take a look at the picture and see.
"Running through the woods, I saw a beautiful tree. I am drawing the tree for Turtle," said Rabbit. "I am sure Turtle will love it." "Oh dear," said Frog. "Jumping into the pond, I saw a beautiful tree, too. 2 pictures of trees will be all right, won't they?" "You will not believe it," said Goose, "but I caught a fish under a most beautiful tree as well, and I have drawn that very tree for Turtle. 3 very good pictures of trees will be all right, too, right?" "Oops," squealed Pig. "The tree that I was sleeping under was the perfect tree. I have started to draw that very tree for Turtle."
So first, all of the friends wanted to draw pictures of flowers. Now what do they want to do? They all drew Turtle pictures of trees. Is that going to work? Nah. Let's see what they
"Oh,
do.
goodness," said Molly. "First it was all flowers, now it is all trees. You can't all give Turtle a picture of a tree." Wait, I've got an idea." She sat down on the porch with her pad and pencil and began to write. "What is it, Molly?" said her friends. "Do you want to draw a tree too?" "No," said Molly without looking up. "Just wait, please." Then Molly told everyone her idea, and they all loved it. Molly and her friends got busy working on Turtle's present together. They drew and painted and glued and stapled until it was finished. "Happy birthday to you!" The next day was Turtle's birthday. They met him down by the pond and sang happy birthday to him. Then all together gave him just one wrapped present. It was a beautiful book from his 5 friends, with beautiful pictures for every season. The summer picture was drawn by Rabbit. Summer. In summer, it's so hot, I feel like I'm in a melting pot. Goose drew the autumn picture. Autumn. Fall is in the air, leaves are blowing here and there. Frog drew the winter picture. Winter. Snow is crystal white. It shines in the night. Pig, who loved spring best, drew spring. Spring. Spring is here. Let's give a cheer. It's the best season of the year. And Molly wrote every beautiful word. "I love this book," said Turtle, "and I love all of you. I will think of you whenever I read it." And they all sat down and had a great birthday party together.
So how did the friends work together to make a gift for Turtle? They each did a page of the story of the book, and they put it all together and gave it to him as one big gift. Some of them drew pictures, Molly wrote the words, and they put it all together. So when they went off by themselves to think of ideas, they didn't come up with a good one. But when they all stayed together and worked together, they came up with a great idea, and Turtle loved it. Awesome. So the very last thing for today, we're going to go over some sight words, and then I'm going to show you what the Kahoot game looks like, and you just have to play that. You can use a device like your computer or a tablet, or you could use a cell phone and just quickly complete it. It's only 7 questions, and then it'll automatically be sent to me, however you answered, and that will be your score on the quiz. The quiz will be a lot of the same questions as we went over at the beginning of this video, or it'll be very similar to those. So let me show you the sight word PowerPoint now. All right. What word is this? What word is this? What word is this? The. What word is this? See. Is. Am. To. We. Me. It. And. Of. Was. Look. At. My. Can. Yes. No. Do. In. You. Come. With. Are. If. On. Now. Where. Big. What? Said. Little. Have. Now. Many. How. Of. We'll do just 2 more. Where. So. Great job. All right, so the last thing is I'm going to show you the Kahoot game. I'm going to send it in a chat. I'm not really sure if you'll be able to see that in the recording, but I'm also going to send it when I'll make a post about it, and I'll send it to your parents too, okay? So this is the Kahoot game. You should be able to access this specific game through the link that I provide. You just enter a name. Please enter your name so that I know who took it. And then you hit OK, go, and you'll have 4 minutes to answer each question, but I think it will take most of you less than a minute to answer each question. All right? All right. So please complete that by Monday. And you don't have to do anything. You just do the quiz, click the link, do the quiz, put in your name, and then I'll get the results. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next week.